everybody. Hi everybody. I'd like to show you some simple core exercises. So you don't need to have a previous experience of Pilates or yoga or even any other exercise. So they're very simple and safe to do. So start lying on the back. Best to do on the floor, on the mat or on the soft rug. And bend up your knees, keep your arms down by the sides, feet are hip width apart, draw the navel in towards the spine, tilt your tailbone upwards as you flatten the lower back, squeeze your bum and peel your spine off the floor, one vertebra at a time. So coming up onto what's called a bridge pose and really squeeze your bum there. So these big gluteus muscles, they are really important muscles and being part of the core and very, very crucial for hip joints. Coming down slowly, one vertebra at a time. So in reverse to going up and not holding the breath. So breathing all the time. Okay, and again. So draw your navel in towards the spine and peel the spine up. So often we stiffen up in the back, so here we can try to isolate one joint at a time. And then when you're up here, just bring your feet a little bit closer to the hips and then open the front of the hips. And now pretend that you're squeezing something between your knees and something between the buttocks. So you really engage the muscles around the knees. And if you wish to make it a little bit harder, you can place your arms across the chest, not getting any support from the arms. And a way to make it harder as well is extend each leg out at a time. But feel free to stay with whatever feels the right place to be for you at this time. And then gradually lower yourself back down, one vertebra at a time, returning all the way to the floor. And if you wish to do this a couple of times, and then at the end just stretch out the lower back by bringing the knees up to the chest. Next one is we're going to target specifically the abdominal muscles. Again, without strong abdominals we don't have a kind of a good lower back and strong core. So elbows wide, so you can have the fingertips behind the head. And imagine that you're holding a fruit between your chin and the chest. So you don't want to squeeze it and you don't want to lose it. Okay, take this with the breath. So inhale and exhale. Curl yourself up. So it's a abdominal crunch. It's not a sit up. Okay, and then lower yourself back down. Inhale. And exhale, feel your ribs are sliding down towards your hips so that area is becoming tense and back down. So 5 of those. Inhale, exhale, 3 and 4. Keep drawing the navel in all the time. Make sure that the neck is not doing the work but the abdominal muscles. And 5. Stay up here. And now point your left elbow towards the right knee, right elbow to the floor. And inhale and exhale, switch. Left elbow to the floor and right. So exhaling, keeping the hips firmly on the floor. So oblique muscles on the side of the abdomen. Again, very important. So there's few layers of the abdominal muscles. So here we get quite a few of them. Exhaling, so don't forget to breathe, and especially if things are getting harder, let the breath guide you. And hopefully feeling a little burn in the belly, so saying hello to the belly muscles. And a few more. And very good. And then bring the knees up to the chest again, and stretching out the back and releasing the belly muscles. Then when you're ready, roll over and then go on your own fours on hands and knees. Hands below the shoulders, knees below the hips. Draw your navel in towards the spine and round your spine. So make it really, really round like an angry cat. So point your tailbone towards the floor and bring your chin down towards your chest. And then do the opposite. So hollow your spine and look up. So this is the extension of the back. And now go and find the neutral. So doing neither. Keep the abdomen engaged, so the stomach is drawing in towards the spine. Draw the shoulders down and then put a little spin on your arms. So turn your elbows inwards. Identify your left leg and your right arm. So extend the left leg out and stretch the right arm forward. And be aware that your lower back didn't sag. So keep drawing the navel in, keep the ribs in, and breathe and hold. And notice if the body is doing a little wobble. It's just trying to figure out what structures need to be engaged to stay in this position. And then come back to all fours. So find your neutral if you lost it. And again, straighten out your right leg and straighten out your left arm. Stomach in, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, and one more. Straighten the left leg and the right arm, draw the shoulder in, the back of the neck is long, really engage your left hip there, and repeat this on the other side. Right leg straight, left arm more forward, draw the left shoulder blade in, stomach in, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, and back to all fours. Sit onto your heels, stretch the arms forward, always nice to stretch out afterwards. And now we're going to do a side plank on the left side. So we will do an easier option here. The full plank is with legs straight, so we will do with knees bent. So elbow below the shoulder, right arm on the leg, and be aware that we're not collapsing in the shoulder. So already it's an active posture. So lifting the body up away from the gravity, and now pick your hips off the floor, bring them slightly forward, bring the head back, so we are on a nice straight line from the knees to the head. And then keep working your waist on the left hand side. You can stretch the arm up to the ceiling if you like, but make sure that the focus is on lifting the body, then lifting the arm, and hold and lift and lift and lift, and keep lifting, keep lifting. Kind of open the front of the hips a little bit more, bring them forward. Very good, and release. Okay, repeat this on the other side. So on the right elbow, bring the knees back. Okay, elbow, so always make sure that your arm is perpendicular to the floor. If it's too much forward, it makes it harder and actually a little bit risky for the shoulder. Left arm on the leg, ready, and lift. And really squeezing up from that waist, and lift the arm if you like, and bring the head back. So straight line from the head to the knees, and lift and hold and squeeze up. A little bit more, 5 more seconds to go. And hold, 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 and relax. Okay, on all fours. Okay, this is easy press ups, but we are not just focusing on the arms, but also on the core. So hands forward and walk the knees back, and you can cross your ankles. Okay, and hug your elbows inwards. Stomach in, squeeze your bum, and just keep it small. So lower your body in that straight line down. Let's do 10 of those. So 2 and 3 and 4. You can only go as low or high as you feel you can manage it. The back of the arms are doing the work. And the core is keeping it all stable. Core being the stomach, hip, back, muscles all working together. 8 and 9, and now 10, and lower yourself all the way to the floor. Stretch out the arms. Bring the forehead onto the floor. Okay, draw the navel in slightly so that the abs are engaged. They're not going to work a lot, but they're engaged. Straighten out the legs, straighten out the arms, and the forehead is on the floor. Okay, draw the shoulders down and tighten your bum, your gluteus muscles, and lift your knees off the floor and lift your arms off the floor and look down to the floor and just hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and softly coming back to the floor. Okay, and then slide your shoulder blades down, draw your navel in and lift 2, 3, 4, 5, and the next 2, bring the arms down by the sides and the palms are on the floor. So when we come up, lift up the arms and it's a kind of a Superman exercise. So shooting the happy, peaceful rockets from the fingertips and from the toes. So slide the shoulders down, draw the navel in and engage the legs. Lift them off the floor. Lift the chest off the floor. Lift the arms off the floor. Really squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lift the chest. Keep the neck long. Spread the fingers. If you can, spread your toes as well. Or else just point them. And then soft landing. Okay, one more time. Inhale and exhale. Squeeze your bum. Lift up the hips. Lift the arms. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5. Softly lower. And then if there's any little tightness across the lower back, we will stretch it up out now by coming up on all fours. Sit back to the heels. Stretch the arms forward. Always good for the lower back. Doesn't matter what is that gives us this tightness. It's always safe to do, or almost always safe. But of course, respect the body. If it doesn't feel right for you, pick a different stretch. Okay, and then the last exercise. Sitting on the sit bones. Take hold of the back of the knees. Draw your shoulder blades together. Lift up your chest bone. Lift up your right foot and left foot. There's different versions of it, so we can make it easier or harder. So this is the easiest, and so kind of working on the quality here. So lifting up the chest, keep the legs together, keep the feet strong. And now if you like and your hamstrings let you, you can try to straighten out the legs here. So one version, you can try to straighten out your arms, or if you can straighten out the arms and the legs. Takes a little bit of practice, but even just being here and lift up the chest one more time. Keep drawing your navel in, lift the chest one more time, and then put your hands around your knees and then see, can you just slowly roll yourself onto your back and just give yourself a little moment to just the body absorb what has just happened, the work you've just done, and perhaps just let your knees flop from side to side, easing off if there's any little tightnesses. So this is a very simple basic core exercises, and when you're ready, bring the knees up to your chest again and playfully roll yourself up. Well done.